I've even been, meme master in high school, middle school even, when I was making up words and people would start using them and start, rebelling against the establishment and stuff, and people would kind of pick up on that. So I've been kind of like a rebellious leader the whole time by just setting an example of, ultimate freedom. So, people are not sure what to think. Everyone's so conditioned by the world, right? And the world is conditioned back. So we're perpetuating this situation, with fear and telephone game and all that stuff. It's kind of lame, but ultimately we're getting there, and that's exciting to me because, dude, I've been dealing with resistance my whole life, and now I'm just like, we could fix this. We could actually fix this if all we had to do was, start some new trends that really prevent anyone from being able to do this shit ever again. You know what I mean? So it's like, thanks, Ponder, for learning this lesson so harshly. Because, some people just avoid conflict. And you know what I mean? Like, to me, that seems really lame, but I understand. Like, nobody wants the drama. Everyone wants their little bubble of peaceful reality and so on. It's just like, it's intense. And not everyone is at that level where they can just like sit there on fire and think about it like I am, So, I just kind of do my thing, and I try to keep my head a little level, but, tunnels, baby, I see them. I see the tunnels, and I know which way I'm going, because I can look forward and backwards, and I'm in the center of Spyrofinity, dude, so, yeah. Of course, all the control freaks can't handle just the way I am, because I'm so free. Like, what if everyone else starts copying my level of freedom and just starts being like open and respectful and honest about everything they see, Oh no, that would be horrible, right? We'd have peace on earth really quick, actually. If we just started a trend. And that is when someone interrupts a sentence, we just have to be like, you know what I mean? So there's got to be like a way to react to each type of gate, right? Trolls are the gatekeepers. Right, the ones slowing you down because you haven't earned your passage yet. But it's like, I'm a teacher. I'm trying to help everyone excel and get there as fast as possible. And so that's a very opposite tactic, right? I mean, just teaching versus indoctrinating. That's the big difference. And so that's why I decided to dedicate my life to being a teacher, because I was so indoctrinated that I have had a really hard adulthood. And I'm finally able to be a big kid again and be artistic and creative, because I finally figured out how to deal with all these bullies, and that's pretty simple. Everyone thinks I'm going to say, like, yeah, you got to put them on the spot and burn them alive like witches and all that shit. No, that's not how you... That's how you get mobs sent after yourself. That's how you lose Jim, who was on your side for a year because his girlfriend's a witch. And that's just a mistake. Which, of course, I labeled as my last mistake. Like I told you guys, I'm going to make a mistake now. Get ready. Oh, man. People are so... They're just swept up by it, you know? And I'm done trying to explain myself to people that cannot get it. I mean, dude, so we have to make fun of them. Hearsay reactor, hearsay reactor. You know? Like, as soon as somebody says, like, did you hear what he said? You say, like, I'm not a hearsay reactor. Don't tell me fucking what he said. I'll go look, though, thanks. I'll go right to the source of the information, and I'll see what Ponder said about Samantha Smith. Oh, he called out someone who ruined his life on Hearsay. Oh, wow. Well, she actually deserved what she got. So, or worse, actually, but I'm really nice, actually. I make a joke that starts a chain reaction that is going to help everyone realize that I'm not the bad guy here. I am an artist. And people have been villainizing artists forever. That's why, you know, the 13th tribe had to hide. And that's why we go way out in the middle of the desert for Burning Man, to be able to finally get some peace of mind to be creative. Because, like, everybody else is just, like, fully, like, controlling and all greedy and all this, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like, there's so much distraction laid out against our true nature. So, man, I'm winning. I don't know if you guys can tell. I won the war, dude. I won the war. Like, we're done. And people are trying to act like, I'm still trying to be an instigator and blah, blah, blah. No, dude. I finally am standing up for myself. I finally am no longer down with bullying in any way, shape, or form, because it's just no longer acceptable, dude. Any abuse. I'm going to address. I'm sorry. I will not ignore it any longer. I will not sit there and watch people get tortured like I've been tortured. I care too much. So I'm sorry if that is, you know, reason enough for you to be part of some angry mob. But if you really look at it, I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting on my property talking about making a comic book about puppies. I'm not trying to call out all these fucking villains and losers. I'm not trying to get anyone back. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not trying to get attention. I'm definitely not narcissistic like a lot of people would say. But, you know, a super empath is able to go narcissistic against narcissists that deserve what is coming to them. So, you know, it's just very simple. You don't fuck with a super empath. You don't. You just, because they see everything that's going on, and you will lose. You will lose when it comes down to, you know, reality. So, I've casually made fun of this shit and just done what I felt like is most important every day, all day. You know, for a year and a half now, I've kept my attitude high and healthy, even though I know everyone out there's just dragging my name through the dirt and all this crap. It's so funny, dude. I don't even care. Like, I look at that now, I'm like, wow, dude, that's like free advertising. These fucking trolls and shit, just all like, chatter, chatter, chatter. Did you hear what he said? How many people are like, I mean, dude, they're all making themselves, they're labeling themselves with a big old stripe on their shirt right now. Hearsay reactor. So half of them are propane heads and half of them are hearsay reactors. And they're all just sitting there fucking lighting each other up and trying to get each other to explode and all this fear mongering and crap. And I am calmly sitting at my house, making jokes, working on art, trying to figure out how to cross promote all of my art on all of my different apps. And, you know, like, it's going to be very easy. I'm going to get support finally because I learned what I'm doing to trigger people, and now I know how to not trigger people. And so, you know, it's really easy. My Dale profile, everybody's going to love Dale because he's not triggering now that he's coming back to the Mormon church. And you know what I mean? Like, sober, straight, legit, honorable. And everyone can keep on villainizing Ponder all day because I'm the same person. And I don't even give a shit. It just helps. So go trolls, share all my videos and show everyone how horrible I am. And go Alpha Team, share all my videos and show everyone how honorable I am. And, you know, in 2 years when all of this shit is heightened and everybody's all freaking out about how all the choices seem completely disastrous, it's going to occur to everyone really clearly who would actually be perfect for the job.
Lazor Alfa 7.